Chris Mitchell here from Ultimate Hoops Green Valley, here with Chase Ginkus, and former National Player of the Year, Ultimate Hoops, and plays for the Mob. Yep. I called it the Mob Rises for about a week, and then was corrected last week by Mark.
That was a one-season Trevino name change, but yeah, it's the Mob.
Well, I figure he makes your jerseys. Maybe he can change the names. That fair?
Yeah, they all have different names and stuff on them, so you never know what we are by the jersey. But yeah, it's the Mob.
It's kind of fun. You guys have more jerseys and more colors than any team probably in the country, I'm guessing.
I was actually just cleaning out my closet the other day, and I think I had something like 14 different Mob jerseys. It's insane.
That's kind of crazy. When's the last time he made you a new one?
We just had one for Back to the Future Day, so it was this season. We had the gray ones with the Back to the Future theme on them.
Again, unbelievable. These guys have more jerseys than anything I've ever seen, but I guess when you've got a guy that makes jerseys for a living, it's like advertising. He probably writes off some of it.
Exactly.
But with that said, Chase has played with us for, I think you told me earlier, 170 some odd games, or right in that ballpark?
It's right around there somewhere. I've been playing since 2012 consistently, so yeah, it's up there somewhere.
Okay. So as a former National Player of the Year, obviously you've played in the national tournaments here a couple of times. You've seen the competition. Talk to me a little bit about the direction Ultimate Hoops has been going. You've had a chance to be, I guess, kind of nationally involved with it. And then talk to me a little bit, if you would, about how Green Valley is going in your opinion. Good or bad? We're all here. We want to get it be as good as we can, and so constructive criticism is always welcome.
Obviously, there's always things to improve on, but in terms of the league, I'm honestly really impressed with just the way that it's been consistent and getting teams to show up and good talent. And honestly, right now, the Green Valley League this season is as competitive as any league has been. There's 5 or 6 teams that are really good with talent and that can definitely win. And it's a lot better than what it's been the last couple of years. It's getting better and better each season.
Good. Glad to hear that. So, those of you who know Chase, you've seen him on the national level. He's been here. He played in the national tournament the last couple of years, played again this season as well. Chase is known kind of being a little bit of a freak athletically. I think a lot of us are a little bit jealous, myself included. What did you say your vertical got up to? Now, I've seen you hit your head on the rim on video, and you're
6 foot. I'm 6 foot tall. My best jumps have been right up there right at rim level, so somewhere in that upper 40 range. On a reach test, the highest I've ever gotten, so like on a vertex test, highest I've ever gotten is a 47. But I think on a couple jumps I may have gotten a little higher than that.
Unbelievable. I think most of us are happy with 4.7 or 4.8 inches. I'd be able to jump over a credit card, jump over a bench maybe, and we're feeling pretty good. But with that said, Chase has been kind of gracious to us. He's going to take just a moment. We've got one of our members, William, who's going to join us right now. Come on over. And Chase is going to help work on a little bit of the fundamentals of jumping and jumping correctly. And we wanted to do this not just to be helpful to Green Valley, but we figure there's a lot of people around the country that watch these videos. They see those, and hopefully you can take something that some dad who's playing in a veterans league or some high school kid who happens to grab this, who has aspirations, can maybe take a couple of tools from you and learn how to do this correctly and maybe take another step forward and kind of handle some of those things along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out off the side of the camera here. I'm going to let you kind of take the mic for a second, chat with William. I'll kind of grab the mic from you as you need to and kind of go from there.
Okay. Awesome. So I've run some camps and done a lot of stuff with people in person, and there's a lot of things that you can do. So go ahead and come over here. There's a lot of things that you can do to kind of instantly improve your vertical if you're not taking care of some of the optimal ways to jump. So one way to really tell if you can improve your vertical almost right away is to compare like how well you jump off of like 1 or 2 steps compared to how well you jump off the run. So me personally, I used to jump about the same off the run as I did off 1 step, like almost exactly the same. Right. And after I really started paying attention to technique and getting better and better at it over time, now I'll jump 12 inches higher off the run. So really good guys with really good technique, it can be somewhere up in that foot of a difference. So the first thing I would recommend to anybody trying to jump higher is take advantage of the great facilities that you have at your club. Get in there and lift. Getting stronger is a big part of that. But also you need to start jumping a lot. The best guys jump quite a bit, and it's just muscle memory, and the more you do it, the better your body's going to be able to kind of fire and take advantage of that technique and practice. Let's go and just head over here, and let's go ahead and just take a couple steps and jump for me. All right. So let's go ahead and leave the ball real quick. Yeah, just leave the ball. Now just take a couple steps and just try to get up as high as you can on the net. All right. So what I would do here, can you bring the camera in? So, yeah. So what I would do is, one, you're losing a little bit of momentum in that you're not actually adding much speed to your run. So what you want to do is you want to cover distance with those steps approaching the rim. So in that instance there, from that close in, you might take 1 or 2 steps at most. Like I said, you want to cover some distance. The step right before your last 2 steps, so you're jumping off 2 feet, that's your 1, 2. The step right before that, you want to have really elongated and cover some distance. So the way it looks is if you're just a person that's normally not used to jumping very well, that step is kind of the same as all the other steps, so it's just kind of covering the same amount of distance. When I'm actually going to do it, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do like a little mini jump. So it's long and then into a quick 1, 2. Okay. All right, so if you can do that and keep your chest up the whole time, so that long step, then a quick 1, 2. Keep your chest up. I want to just exactly. So long step, then a quick 1, 2. Yep. Exactly. Keep your chest up. Long step, quick 1, 2. Yep. Yeah. No. As I said, it's a new thing. Yep, so that's the idea of it. Now you just want to smooth. That's exactly the idea. Now you just want to smooth it out, and as you get better and better at smoothing that motion out, you're gonna see that jump get much better. Yeah. All right. So one thing that you can do to make this kind of a drill is you can start at like the free throw line, or start at somewhere where you're starting at the same spot consistently, and just count the number of steps that you take. So if you take 6 steps in that space, whatever it happens to be, slowly try to eliminate steps, and that means that you're covering more ground with each step. So it's just a quick way that you can spend some time working on your jumping, and I guarantee you that as you cover more space, keep your chest up, you're gonna have a much better vertical to show for it. So this is I'm Chase Skinkis with Ultimate Hoops. Thanks for watching, and I hope that all of you improve your vertical.